Hello, weedy drinkers. Coming at you live from Austin, Texas on a gorgeous Saturday. Not sure if you all know what's going on with the bar situation here in Austin. They basically went to close the bars early on New Year's Eve, forcing them to shut down at 10:30 at night. And then on January 1st, the Texas Supreme Court ruled that the mayor could not make rules like that for Austin because you couldn't have this conflict basically between what the governor is saying and what the mayor is saying is how it came down in the news. And so you're starting to see a lot of bars reopen that were not open earlier, specifically on 6th Street. And I don't know. A lot of the places or the bars that have been open for some time were getting around the rules. Or I really should put it that they were allowed legally to reopen if they served food. So now it looks like they can just, they can't be closed, and I'm just seeing places on 6th Street open. That's one thing. Okay? Another is that today, they have real soldiers in front of the Capitol they're heavily armed. It's kind of an interesting scene. I don't know how often y'all walk by the Capitol here in Austin, but I walk past it a lot, weekly, And I've been doing so for some time. And you've got these people who so the Capitol's completely locked up. They unlocked it for a little while. Now it's locked up again. And you have these soldiers who are standing on the grounds in camo with arms of all kinds, basically. And then you have these tourists that are there, and they're walking around blissfully taking selfies of themselves and pictures of the Capitol, And then you see a guy who's standing out there, and he's not a soldier, he's just a regular Texas dude, and he's got a baseball cap on, and he has an AK strapped to his chest. Oh yeah, and the cops, as far as the police presence, if you watched in my last video, I was saying, there's no cops around here. I guess it's because, they cut $150 million out of the Austin police budget and, in August, right? Well, I was also informed by the news that most of that budget goes to police people's salaries. That's why there's just not any, I wouldn't say there are not any more cops around in Austin, but it's definitely just, there's been a total absence. Well, somehow that's changed. So if you live downtown like me and you drive around Austin a lot, over the last couple of days, it's like all the cops are back. And I'm like, how are they back? So just kind of strange, interesting times, I guess, in Austin right now. And I don't know. I would just think, one other thing too, is that the homeless population, I wish I had a whole lot better news to give y'all. The homeless population, right, from what I've been hearing for a long time now in Austin, it's gotten really, really bad and all this kind of stuff. But since I walk down to 6th Street often, during the day, then maybe 2 or 3 people will ask me for money, right? And so I never really got what people were saying about the homeless, because the majority of them are downtown. They put the homeless people who suffer from struggle with addiction, right? They put the center right next to 6th Street. So they're all downtown, But I never really got what people were saying, because if 2 or 3 people ask me for money, I don't know, maybe I have a higher tolerance than other people do for that, but I'm like, okay. Well, that has changed too. So I walked down to 6th Street yesterday, and a lot of people came up to me, a lot of homeless people, and some of them looked, one guy in particular looked really angry and dangerous, you know? And it's like, I drove through it today, right? Because I thought, well, maybe yesterday was a fluke, you know? No, there's like a ton of, like way more homeless people out there. So I don't know I do know that these are tense times, right? Man. But I have to put the word out, and I have to tell you what I'm seeing, and I hope you guys are staying safe and being mindful of your surroundings. And my thoughts are definitely with people that are out and about during this time. So take it easy and keep your eyes open, stay alert. Wheatie bars.